Should you build in public with your digital agency? If you have been on Twitter, especially in the indie maker space, in the creator space, or in the overall digital marketing areas and threads on Twitter, you will see that hashtag BuildInPublic is trending there, and more people share what they do in building their business with the audience. Is that right for you? Should you do this? Should you build an audience? Should you leverage BuildInPublic? Or is that something that would rather ruin your agency? We'll explore the pros and cons of building in public in this video, so keep watching and stay tuned. Hey, I am Jan Koch, I run List Building School, and I am a proud Cloudways maverick. And in this video, I'll share my perspectives on whether or not your digital agency could actually benefit from building in public and sharing what you do on Twitter, or whether that would actually hurt your growth and whether you should stay away from building in public. So let's dive right into this. Let's have a look at the pros and at the cons of building in public. If there's one thing we all want to do with our agency and with the marketing in particular, we want to build human-to-human relationships, because in the end, humans do business with other humans. By building in public and sharing some behind the scenes of what you do when you're working on a campaign for a client, when you're building a website for a client, when you're maintaining your own websites, when you're optimizing your processes, those are things that you could share with the public that make you look like a human being. You could spot a highlight on your team members. You can share their work, you can share their faces, like take pictures of them sitting at their desk, for example, have them share their remote workspaces. Things like these create a strong human connection, which is one of the biggest advantages of using hashtag BuildInPublic. What is also cool is you are building an audience with this because you are creating content. And if you keep it personal, people will start to comment, people will start to share, they will reciprocate, they will share their own perspectives. That's obviously really good for building a relevant audience for your agency. What you're also doing is that you are setting yourself apart from the competition. And this is something that, of course, we all strive for. We want not to be compared by our competitors. We want to stand out in the market. When we send out proposals, we don't want our leads to compare our proposal against that of the competition. What we want is such a strong branding that they will accept our proposal because they have a feeling of knowing us already. And that is what BuildInPublic lets you do. And then most importantly, you will never run out of content. You will always have something to share, so you are always top of mind in your target audience on social media. Those are strong pros. You build human-to-human relationships, you set yourself apart from the competition, you never run out of content, and you build an audience. However, where there's a sunshine, there's also darkness and shadow. So let's have a look at the cons of building in public. Most importantly, you make yourself vulnerable and you're opening yourself up to criticism. Because when you share how you do things and when you share what you do behind the scenes, there will be know-it-alls on social media who think that they know it better than you, and they will criticize you for what you do. You just have to deal with those situations and you have to learn how to safely navigate those conversations. You're also going to add another to-do to your team's to-do lists, and you are distracting them from actually working on the projects, which can hurt your deadlines if you are not factoring this into the scoping of the projects and setting the timelines accordingly. Also, your clients need to be aware and they need to be okay with you sharing some of the insights of the projects on social media. You can't, of course, share anything that's under an NDA or that is too specific or too sensitive, yet you have to find a way so that you shine a light on the background work in the projects without giving away too much detail and actually hurting the brand of the client. And based on that is the fourth con. It is really tricky to balance how transparent you want to be. It is a learning process. If you are not transparent enough, people won't take you seriously. If you are too transparent, you are risking of losing your competitive advantage. So there's a balance that you need to be aware of and that you need to set before you embrace building in public. Now, here are 4 steps that you can take if you want to embrace the build in public journey and if you want to leverage this marketing strategy to improve your brand's visibility and to gain more subscribers and more leads ultimately for your company. Number one, you want to document. Document, don't create, is what Gary Vaynerchuk said. So you just document what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and then you decide which of those content pieces actually goes out on social media. It doesn't have to be in real time. You can document, and then every Friday or every Monday or Saturday, whenever you have time for that, you decide what content you actually want to post. Point number two, keep sensitive information out of the public. That's a given. What you can do though is that you can separate public content and semi-public content, which would only go to email subscribers, for example, so you give people an incentive to sign up for your email list. Point number three, set guidelines. What can be posted, what can be posted, what is the posting schedule. Make sure that the strategy is outlined and that everybody on your team knows exactly what to do. And then step number four, actually get the team members on board. Not everybody might be comfortable being put into the public with their work. So make sure that the people who are featured in the content are okay doing that or being featured and actually want to be featured and want to be a part of your BuildInPublic process. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to learn more marketing strategies and more insights into building and scaling digital agencies, make sure to hit the like and subscribe for the Cloudways channel. We've got more content up like this. Also, if you already do BuildInPublic, let us know in the comments below. What have you learned? What is working? What's not working? We are super excited to hear from you. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video.